Yeah. Once again, this song, lo and behold. Shout out, nah, shout out to, shout out to the brother Five God. You heard us saying, shout out to that brother. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like what he say, lo and behold. Oh man, but y'all know who this is. You know what I'm saying? Again, I be the God El Shalik, Sadat Shakim Allah. Peace to the nation of the gods and the earths. Peace, otherwise known as Allah's 5%. You know what I'm saying? Here with another one. You know what I'm saying? You know, about to drop these jewels. You know? Just real quick, man. This is a build, right? This is a build. I'm going to go on in this build. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to be popular. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're going to post it up. I might be a dub after this. After this build, I might be a dub. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Okay. I never spoke on that Buffalo thing. I was just waiting, you know what I'm saying? You know, may peace be upon those 10 elders. Well, I think it was like 9 elders. One was someone who's like kind of young. But I think, you know what I'm saying, like 9 of them were elders. You know what I'm saying? May peace be upon those 10 black people. You know what I'm saying? 10 blacks, 10 Asiatic black men and women that essentially, through a senseless act, lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Because you had some punk ass, racist ass, you know what I'm saying, culture seed, you know what I'm saying, straight out the caves and hillsides of Eurasia. You know what I mean? Word. I'm just keeping it straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Word. Straight like that, man. A damn degenerate Asian, as we would say. Yeah. I'm going there with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Asian as somebody who is Oriental, who's Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese. No. When they say a degenerate Asian is a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? It's Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I'm going there with it. You know what I'm saying? Caucasian, an Asian from Caucasus Mountains, basically, just to sum it up. I ain't gonna get all sciencey with it. You say Caucasian, an Asian, you know what I'm saying? Because the globe, the earth, we call it Asia. You know what I'm saying? The land mass is called Asia, period. The black man, we call our home Asia. You know what I'm saying? I.e., that's where you get the rapper Planet Asia, peace to him, from the West Coast, the rapper Planet Asia. We call the whole earth Asia. The whole earth is Asia. Straight like that. You know what I mean? So, I'm Asiatic. The black man's Asiatic. So, for those who don't understand, like, what you mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm Asiatic. You know what I'm saying? So, the opposite of me is someone who's a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? Someone, you know what I'm saying, who was grafted out of the original DNA. So we're gonna leave it there. That's a bill for another time. But the dude who killed them 10 people, well, shot 13 people, killed 10, injured 1 black person, 1 black man survived, and the other 2 were Caucasian that he mistakenly shot by accident. You know what I'm saying? He mistakenly shot by accident. So he shot 13 people, killed 10, critically injured 1 black person. So his intended purpose was to seek and destroy. That was his intended purpose. Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up, because, you know, I don't really like touching on subjects like this, but, you know, I brung this up, you know what I'm saying, because you had this tragedy that happened, I guess it's probably like 3 days ago, something like that, 2 days ago, that happened in Texas. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio, where you had this, I'm assuming he's Mexican. I ain't gonna say Mexican. He's a so-called Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic male, 18, that killed 21 people. 19 of them were children, students in the school. He shot up a school, went ballistic in the school. He killed 19 children, because this was an elementary school. He killed 19 children and 2 adults. So a total of 21 people was killed in that, right? But I noticed with this situation, they're not mentioning the Buffalo thing. I watch, you know what I'm saying, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith going in on it. This other dude named Dog Russo, whatever the hell his name is like a radio personality. Mike and the Mad Dog, you know what I'm saying? I think he was part of Mike and the Mad Dog or whatever. I think that Mad Dog Russo, I think that's who he is, Mike and the Mad Dog or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Who had Steve Kerr talk about this in one of his press conferences during the Golden State game, whatever. Nobody's talking about the Buffalo thing. It's like this thing done wiped out the whole Buffalo situation. Know why? Know what? My opinion is, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Doggy Diamonds and Kareem Blaze Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Like Doggy Diamonds is saying, you can't compare. There's no such thing as comparing death. Death is death. You can't compare death. There's no comparison with death. But what I'm saying is, I noticed with this situation, they're not talking about the Buffalo situation. Why? In my opinion, I think because this Hispanic killed Hispanic children. Majority of them children he killed were Hispanic children. His own. He killed his own. So it wasn't a thing of being racially motivated. His motivation wasn't race-based. You know what I'm saying? His thing was probably a mental health issue. Because all these politicians are saying, now they're saying all these shootings, these mass shootings and all that is due to mental health. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think, like I said, his situation was mental health according to them. Like, it's not racially motivated because the children he killed or whatever, or what have you, you know what I'm saying, they were of his quote-unquote ethnic group. The children he killed in that school was part of his ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? That area, that town, I think is predominantly Hispanic, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it, right? What happened in Buffalo, that was racially motivated. That was a quote-unquote somebody having on their mind extermination. Although these politicians want to try to use mental health, you know what I'm saying, or his people trying to say, oh, you know, there's the COVID, you know what I'm saying, it's the COVID that drove them like that. So COVID is driving people to have a racial epithet about another ethnic group and causing them to kill. COVID is causing people to kill, exterminate other ethnic groups, putting hate on he had hate sayings on the rifle, on the very weapon he used. Like, that plan was well thought out. That wasn't no mental health. That shit was well thought out. They need to stop playing these games. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to deal with that issue in Buffalo because that was strictly racially motivated. That was an extermination of another ethnic group. That was one ethnic group, a person belonging to one ethnic group saying, I need to exterminate this ethnic group. They need to be exterminated. That's what that was about. It was no mental health. That was a well thought out plan that's premeditated and everything. Because he came in the store a day before that happened to scope the store out. He scoped it out, so that was premeditated. That wasn't no mental health issue that had nothing to do with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Now, what happened in San Antonio, Texas, now that might be a case of mental health or whatever, because that, unfortunately, that person killed children that belong to his own ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? The majority of children that was killed in there belong to his ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? So That was sad. Both situations were sad situations. Like I said, you can't compare death. You can't say one death was greater than the other, or one situation was less than the other. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they making it that way. Like, nobody's talking about the Buffalo situation that just happened last week. So no one's talking about it. It's off the table now. Why? Because no one wants to deal with the racial situation, the systemic racism that's going on in this country. It's systematically now. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants to deal with that. So that's why everybody's like, oh shit, yeah, we glad. It's like they saying, oh shit, we glad this happened, so now we don't have to talk about that. We don't have to deal with that. Because I don't hear ESPN, I ain't hear Stephen A. Smith talk about Buffalo, the situation in Buffalo. I don't hear Steve Kerr, Mike, the Mad Dog dude. I don't hear nobody, I ain't hear nobody talk about the Buffalo thing. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to do my research on ESPN, but no one talked about that. But everybody making a big deal about this, talking about the politicians that. Why not I talking about the politicians about what happened in Buffalo? That's just my question. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because no one want to deal because that was racially motivated, so nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that because that was strictly racially motivated. You kill out of the 10 people, you killed, I think 8 or 9 of them were elders. You killed people's grandmothers. You killed somebody's grandmother, uncles. Come on, man. That's crazy. You killed grandma, kid. You killed somebody's grandma. But just, you know what? Because I don't want to incite nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, it's just bugged out, man. It's bugged out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to further build on why these things are happening to black people. What happened to us keep happening to us. I'm going to build on that. I just needed to speak on that real quick because I just found it funny that no one's talking about Buffalo since this situation happened. Now Buffalo is shut down. Buffalo's out the question. You know what I mean? So that being said, this is El Shalik Allah. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this. No, I'm not new to the YouTube thing because I've been doing vlogs since 2010. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my channel lit. You know what I mean? When I mean lit, I ain't talking about no cash apps or none of that. I ain't trying to be the new YouTube sensation type dude. You know what I'm saying? I just want this message to get out to educate people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my duty as the 5% is to educate the youth. You know what I'm saying? Educate the babies. You know what I'm saying? That's our premise, educate the babies. So that's what I want to do. And this is the medium that a lot of our children is stuck on these social medias. So unfortunately, this is the medium, because back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, the guards was building in ciphers. We was in the streets. The guards was in the streets. Although I grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying? That's my time. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? And the guards was in the streets. We was building in ciphers. But unfortunately, in the millennium, this is the new medium now, which is social media. So, this is the way. If you want to reach our youth, you got to go to where the youth is at. That's what Father Allah did. Father Allah went to where the youth is at. That's why he rolled dice and stuff like that, dropping jewels and building with the first non-born and the guards and nurses that walked with him, because he had to meet the people where they was at. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to meet the youth where they at. And unfortunately, the youth is in these social medias. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the God. Peace. I be the God El Shalik Sadat Shakim Allah. Signing off. Peace.